Black dress, wrong crowd, but grief was never loud enough for her. Push the heavy door, the organ groan, 100 faces carved from grief and stone. Lilies on the altar, candles low, nobody remembering the way she used to glow. I slid into the back pew, closed my eyes, felt the sadness pressing on the skies. Reached inside my coat for something old, a little jar of gold. Whispered to the rafters, whispered to the walls, whispered to the sorrow filling up the halls. Remember who she was before the end. Remember every laugh, remember every bend in the road you took together, every summer, every night. Let me give you back the living, let me give you back the light. Something moving through the wooden pew. Someone in the third row cracked the smallest smile. Something moving, something breaking through. Hex the hearse and raise the dead memories. Every story that she lived now finally free. Tears turn to laughter, grief turns to gold. She was wild and she was wonderful and bold. Flowers on the altar start to bloom in sway. This is not a funeral, this is her greatest day. Hex the hearse and raise the dead memories. She was wild, she was wonderful, she was free. First it was the widow in the hat who laughed, remembering the summer that she drank the pastor underneath the table and danced on it as long as she was able. Then the brother stood and broke the quiet with a story that became a riot. The time she crashed a wedding in a kayak and kissed the groom and somehow got invited back. The organ player found a different key, something none of us expected him to be, which was loose and loud and playing something fast. Like the building had been holding that for years and just let it go, let it go, let it go. Something moving through the wooden pews. Everyone is standing, everyone is choosing. Something moving, something breaking through. Hex the hearse and raise the dead memories. Every story that she lived now finally free. Tears turn to laughter, grief turns to gold. She was wild and she was wonderful and bold. Flowers on the altar start to bloom and sway. This is not a funeral, this is her greatest day. Hex the hearse and raise the dead memories. She was wild, she was wonderful, she was free. Someone brought a speaker from their car. Someone found a favorite bottle at the bar next door at the reception hall. And suddenly there wasn't room to hold us all. The pastor loosened up his collar, smiled, said he hadn't seen the congregation wild since the woman in the casket organized the Christmas party of his entire life. Shoes came out, then someone found the floor, and everyone remembered what she stood for, which was never sitting still and never small, which was throwing every door against the wall. You would have hated all the crying. You would have fixed your hair and said, "What are you all doing sitting here? I am not gone. I'm just ahead." Catch up, catch up. You know, I've always been too fast for funerals. Catch up. And somewhere in the stained glass light, catch up, I swear I saw her wink, and the whole room felt it. Every single one of us, at the same time, chose to stop grieving start remembering. Hex the hearse and raise the dead memories. Every story that she lived now finally free. Tears turn to laughter, grief turns to gold. She was wild and she was wonderful and bold. Flowers on the altar start to bloom and sway. This is not a funeral, this is her greatest day. Hex the hearse, raise the memory. Wow, wow, wonderful. Wow, wow, wonderful. She was free. 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 She would have loved this. She planned this. She absolutely planned this. Knew I'd show up. She always knew.